Great day. Great day. To black women only. So, this is your friendly neighborhood black comic feminist, Star Dancer Supreme. I am getting ready to go out for a free comic book day. So, again, my former LCS closed. And I've already done reports on other places in Philly, but there is a new comic book store in Philly. It's called Multiverse. So I'm going to go and check that out. It's black owned, and we'll see what I can do there. Because I fully plan on getting buying the full set of free comic book day comics from Lone Star when they put them up. So I'm just going to go get a couple and see what it looks like from Multiverse. And hopefully the folks there will be nice. And if it's especially good, I might make that my new LCS in Philly. So yeah, I'm on my way. Getting myself ready. And then, yep, I'm wearing my mask because COVID is still around. And I don't need to catch nothing. So, if that's controversial, so be it. I've been wearing this mask outside since March of 2020. And it's the best protection, really, because folk out here are nasty. They're nasty, and then they don't want to stay home when they're sick. I'm about to go to a church convention, and you want to know what I'm going to be wearing? I'm going to be wearing a version of these masks. I have 10 of them. So, let me get ready to go. Ooh, okay. Let me get ready to go, and I will show you my trip to Multiverse. Alrighty, first leg of the journey. Pretty uneventful so far. And I hope I'm not jinxing myself. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Well, here I am at the stop, and there is the shop over across the street. I almost missed it. Looks like a pretty small shop, and we'll see how they treat folks on new comic book day. Free comic book day, rather.
Free stuff? You can take some. Okay, cool. Thank you. Here, let me put just because you have a Superman shirt on, everything on this side of the shelf is Superman and free, if it's still there. Everything on the table is free as well, and then on this side of the shelf is free. Everything else in the store.
Okay. Oh, I like this place. This is Multiverse. Of course, I'm doing it backwards, of course. Multiverse, comics, books, and games on Germantown Avenue. It's a nice place. I like the vibe here. I think I will make this my new LCS for the time being. So, I'm sitting here just chilling, going through after the initial crowd came in and swept out. They have $2 and $1 bin box outside. So now I finally got a little area to breathe because it's real tight in there. But again, I like this place. I think I'll frequent this place. This will be my new LCS. So I'll have to go back in there and get me a pool that started here. Is that number 4? Because, yeah, I'm finding a lot here. I did get some ones off the shelf, brand new. But, this right here, this is going to be where I'm going to spend a little cash. Yeah. Definitely. So, let me get to it, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so now that the crowd has lessened, hey, this is a nice spot, definitely. Be spending some time up in here. Okay. Back in the house from my little trip. So, yeah. I think Multiverse Comics shop is going to be my new LCS. And I probably even said that about 3 or 4 times. But I like the vibe. The owners are nice. They're awesome. And, yeah. Got my free comics, bought some comics, went back outside to the $2 bin, bought some more comics. So yeah, and it's not that hard to get to from my house, which is good. So I think I can roll with these people. I think I can. So let me show you what I got, because it was really nice. The place was small, and it was packed. Yeah, so I dipped in, grabbed some stuff, dipped out, and then when the place emptied back out, I went back in to get a real good feel of the place, you know, walk around and things like that, as you've seen in the previous part of this video. So, yeah, I like this place. I like the owners. They were real nice. And I guess I'll show you what I got, because the beauty of it, how they handled Free Comic Book Day, I guess, which is probably easier for them because they're a smaller shop, and, you know, they didn't have, like, it was a lot of people, but there was a lot of people just showing up for the free stuff. They had all of the comics, and they allowed everybody to get one of each. And that was the mature comics for us older comic readers, and the kids table right over there. So there was no there was no adult comics there, so that makes for a nicer atmosphere. And they allowed everybody to get one of each, so I think I pretty much got all the ones I wanted, so I might not even have to order a set from Lone Star like I would mostly do, because most of the comic shops in the city limit you as to how many you can get, even though they have like tons of them. But Multiverse, they had the comics. They had a little section right in front of the store where it's like, all these are free. You just get one of each. We don't care. You can't just walk in there and grab a stack with your hands and come out. That's a no-no. So, again, it was a nice atmosphere. It was nuts because, of course, you know, full of folk and a good amount of children. But not children of our hue. No, they were children of palm-colored hue. And I heard some things in there that was really, really wild, you know, for a father bringing his daughters and things in there. You can only have 2 stickers. Because they have cute stickers. They're like $2 to $3 each. The little girl wanted, like, she had 2 in her hand. She wanted a couple more, but her dad would not buy them for her. I got money at home. I can give it to you, but yeah, just buy it for me now, and I can give it to you when we get back at home. And he's like, nah, I ain't doing that, because you should have brought your money with you. I was like, wow. And like I said, these were palm-colored people. I was like, man, I tell you. And they claim to love their children so much. So, yeah. So, this is basically the free comic book stack. Plus, I always have to remember when I go to stores, plus the previews. And they had comic shop news. I hadn't picked up one of these in a long time, so I decided to get a couple since they were free. So yeah, I got the previews. Let's see, the DC Connect, and they had the Image scene, which I also hadn't seen in quite a while. And this is the 7th one, so I'm gonna have to dig and look for the other ones, and hopefully not have to pay for them. Okay, so like I said, I got a pretty decent haul for the free comic book day, because most of these is going to my great nieces and my great nephew. So, because you know, that's the only reason why I would even bother picking up kids comics, because I'm going to mail those to them. So like I said, my own children don't read comics, so maybe my grand nieces and nephews would do so. I don't know. I at least want to introduce another child to the hobby. So let's see, how am I going to do this? I guess we'll just do it. I usually have my setup on the table, but I don't feel it. I'm tired. I did a lot of traveling today and taking a lot of time to get to a store to get dinner. So I'll just run through these ones. Okay, these are the ones that I purchased. Okay, and they had 15% off. And the $2, let me see, they had 15% off of the new comics on the shelf, and then they had the $2 bin. So I'll start with the ones that I got off the shelf, of course. Absolute Wonder Woman, I got number 6 and number 7. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do a video on these. This is awesome. And the art. Oh, the art is beautiful. It makes me just want to, you know, buy an extra copy just to tear it up and put it in a frame for the artwork. Oh, gorgeous. So that's Absolute Wonder Woman DC. And of course, Monstress. Another perennial favorite of my indie pile. Deep story. And the first issues of that comic cost as much as the omnibus. They had the omnibus in the store, and I'm sitting there going, ooh, when I get some money, I'm going to get them. And of course, Batgirl number 5. And I'll be honest with you, I only bought this because of this cover. This cover is gorgeous. So if the artist has prints of this, I will probably purchase one. But this is a pretty good story too. I've been reading along with it. But this cover, you see how gorgeous this cover is? Okay. Yes. Alright, so that was the ones that I purchased off the shelf. Okay, and these are the $2 bin comics. So, Ultimate Black Panther 4 variant. I hate the glare, but I don't want to turn the light on. It'll be worse. All right. Blood Hunt number 1 variant. And I love these. They're like $2 each. And this is a $6 comic. And to get them for $2, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to go back up there. If they keep the $2 bin up, definitely go back and dig in for the rest of the stuff that I really want to buy. All right, and this is Blood Hunt 2 variant edition. The variants are sometimes better than the actual cover. It's warm, so everybody's out and being noisy. Gods number 3. I wanted to get into it, but I read like the first one, and then I was like, but it's $2. Again, that's a $5 comic. $2. I couldn't let that go. All right, Midnight Suns from the Blood Hunt series, because what I wanted to do was to get all of the Blood Hunt covers, all 45 of them suckers. So yeah, this helped. So these are variants. Yep, they're variants. And of course, they will not tell you who the variant artist. I'll probably have to do that in a detailed comic later. But this is about Free Comic Book Day. All right, Midnight Suns #2 from Blood Hunt. Midnight Suns #3. Blood Hunt. Variants. So I said, if they keep up that $2 bin like that, oh yeah, I'll be spending a lot of time in Multiverse. All right, Shadow Cabinet Milestone Universe Shadow Cabinet #4, variant cover. Because you know I'm a B girl. I am a B girl, and this is Nicholas Draper Ivy. So when I do my favorite artists, well, yeah, he's one of them. He's one of them. Okay, Blood Hunt Strange Academy 3. I had 1 and 2. I didn't have 3. So I picked it up. Alright. And of course, Synap #1. I heard about this comic from Blurred Without Fear, Ernie, on YouTube. Shout out. So I decided to pick it up because it looked really intriguing. So I'm going to do it. And of course, y'all know I'm a Power Rangers girl, and I'm on a huge nostalgia kick. Power Rangers The Return. This is a trade. This was not $2. It was $7 in the bargain bin. So half price, because this is a $17 trade. So I paid $7 for it. So it's like, yes, definitely. I dig it. I totally dig it. All right. And then of course they gave you a bag when you got to the door, so you can put your free comics in the bag, so they know that you're not trying to take their paid merchandise that you have to pay for. And I appreciated that, even though it was a lot of opportunities where someone less nice could probably have just got the bag, put some comics in the bag, and then went outside and put the $2 ones in the bag and kept going. But they had somebody out there watching, so it wasn't that big of a thing. Although I'm sure some folks may have tried it, but that's not cool though. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. That karma will come back on you. Don't do that. Especially when these are, then it's not free to the comic shop, but they're free to us. So yeah, that's why, of course, when you go at a comic book shop at an LCS on Free Comic Book Day, and if they let you get this many, you better spend money. Because like I said, I had to videotape the guy telling the spiel because he had to say it to every person that walked in. But it was like, they had all 45 of the free comic books for Free Comic Book Day. And they said you can have 1 of each. Don't take more than 1 of each. And it was nice and orderly. It was a lot of people in the store, but it was still nice and orderly, and everybody was nice and everybody was cool. There wasn't no fools in the store. So yeah, they did pretty good. And then of course, I should hope that if they keep doing that, they'll probably be able to have business, and they'll probably be able to maintain. Because there's a lot of people buying a lot of stuff, not just me. And they have Funko Pops, and then they have books, graphic novels. Oh, it's lovely. So I will. Okay, yeah, I do have the address. Okay, Multiverse Comics, 8026 Germantown Avenue, in Philadelphia. Curated nerd stuff. Yeah. Shout out to Multiverse. Alright, so my free comic book day haul, okay? Of course, this was one of the ones I wanted because they had the Giant Size X-Men, beginning of that series in there. Fantastic Four. Okay. Ooh, hold up. Done loaded my desk up again, so let me find a place where they won't, you know, find their way to the floor. Gargoyles, Demona. Okay. Thundercats, Powerpuff Girls. I love me some Thundercats. I'm collecting all the current Thundercats comics and a whole bunch of the older ones. Okay, so yeah, pick it up, pick it up. Story's good. Story's good. The artwork is a little iffy, but they're pretty much at the original art, kinda. You know, they made Tiger look like a zaddy, but I guess. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Universe. So I think this is the book that's going to start the crossover in the Ultimates universe, because I'm collecting the Ultimates and I'm collecting Ultimate Black Panther. I'm not quite sure. And then I got a couple of Ultimate X-Men's as well. This year's ones. Alright, and of course, this one I definitely had to get. Marvel Voices. Ironheart. She's going to be on Disney Plus in June. So everybody watch that. Okay? And of course it has Storm, Mystique, and Kahora, Reshaper of Worlds. So yeah. Definitely. Alright. Power Rangers Prime, a new Power Rangers series. So yes. Yes. Of course. The 20th anniversary Boom series here. They have, let's see, probably a bunch of stories in here. I'm not quite sure if they have a no, they don't have any of the Slaughterverse in it, but it's okay because they have Berserker, Irredeemable, The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, Mouse Guard, and Hello Darkness. So that's what's in this anthology. But yeah, I'm definitely in for the Slaughterverse. In the Book of Cutter, new Maxine Slaughter. Yeah, I'm going to do a whole series on her books. Alright, Conan, Scourge of the Serpent. Alright. Energon Universe. Now, mind you, I didn't get all of them because some of them, you know, are like more of a horror bent, and that's not my thing. And then, of course, this is the children's ones, okay? The Tamagotchi Paradise. Those are going to my great nieces and nephews. Alright, Iron Man and his awesome friends. Hulk Teach. I guess better than Hulk Smash. The Young Jedi Adventure, Star Wars books. I'm debating on whether or not to jump into the Star Wars books because I'm more of a Trek girl. I'm Star Trek. But, I don't know. And then I do have some, Star Wars, what is it? And they're in the box over there covered and I can't see them. High Republic. Thank you, Menopause Brain, for letting me have something. So yeah, I do tend to get the ones where there are characters of color and black characters in it. So yeah. So I collect Star Wars High Republic. Alright, this is Bad Kitty. A sneak peek of Bad Kitty Gets a Job. I'm gonna look at that. I hope that's a children's comic. I don't know. I had to read that first before I send it to them. Alright. Superman's Good Guy Gang. Lord have mercy. Can't read backwards. Okay, and this is a preview. Huh. That's cute. To make them children buy them books. Alright. Archie's Comic Spectacular. I haven't collected an Archie's comic in God knows how long. All right, Mega Man. All right, Kangaroo. Tests and tournaments. Oh, Diana's Kangaroo. Oh, okay. Oh, I might actually look that. She might not get that one. They might not get that one. All right, Minecraft the manga, and it's manga. This is the front of the book. Okay, from left to right. I know, I have trouble. It's from left to right, not right to left. So that's a pretty decent one there. All right, Street Fighter and versus Rival Schools. What the heck is Rival Schools? I wanted to do the Street Fighters, but their consistency in the stories and the artwork was wildly divergent. And this is Will Eisner, a comics biography. So this is probably in the vein of, they had the Stan Lee comics biography last year. So important folks in the comics community, in the comics industry, Will Eisner, because he has an award named after him. So yeah, that might be interesting. I might hold that one too, if I read it through and I decide to like it. And it has a preview of his complete biography. So that's a preview. All right, so that's the haul there, and I did manage to get all the ones that I wanted. So a pretty good day, as opposed to the other comic book days that I've experienced. Okay, and okay, don't let me forget these. Okay, comic shop news. All right, Scarlet Witch and Vision. And this one, I think, has Noah on it. Oh, because it's about Imperial. I'm definitely going to get that one. So, yeah. And, of course, along with these, all right, Marvel's preview. Because I always forget when I'm ordering from Midtown to get them, because they're the ones that'll send it to you for free. Lone Star, you have to pay $0.25. And it's like, I understand these aren't free for you, but still. At least make an effort. Now, if it was a one that's already passed, sure. We'll pay for one that if you collect these like I do. I have a short box full of these. So, the Marvel Previews, DC Connect, number 60. Okay, because of course I love to know what's coming down the pike. And then of course, like I said, I had not seen this before in the other shops. So I'm going to have to remember to pick up one of those. And that pretty much is my Free Comic Book Day 2025 haul and new LCS. Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and then I'm going to do my best to bring forth more comic content from the viewpoint of a black comic book feminist. I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Okay, so, yeah. That is my comic book haul for today. Free Comic Book Day. Please act like you know a Free Comic Book Day and enjoy yourself. Bring the kids, but not if they're disruptive. And buy the comics. Read the comics. Don't spend your rent money on comics. I didn't spend my rent money, but I spent a little bit of coin in exchange for them being so generous with the free comic books. So yeah, when you come across shops that will let you have one of everything, they don't limit you to, oh, you can only get 5, or you can only get 2, or you can only get 1 for every $5 you spend. Treat those people nice and buy some stuff in their shop, okay? Because they didn't have to be generous as they were with these. So yeah, like I said, this is my new LCS now. I'm going to start my pull list. And yeah, black owned. So yeah, that's what we do. This is what we support here at Star Dancer Supreme's YouTube for comic heads. So great day to comic geeks and black women only.